I'm Vincent Ballestre for the International Business Times, and this is the Acer Iconia W4. Now, as the name implies, it's the fourth iteration in the Iconia line, but has anything changed since the last version? The Iconia W4 retains the same basic look as the W3, swapping a white body and bezel for a smoky gray one. It's still got the thick lower rim below the display, and it's not a good look. Honestly, the Iconia still looks like someone just took the screen and pasted it onto the bezel. Most tablets integrate the two, and for good reason. The W4 just looks awkward, but I'll give it points for being different. It's an odd tablet to hold though. Because of the unconventional shape, the Iconia is 8.5 inches long, so it's awkward to hold single-handed unless you've got large hands. The speakers on the W4 are nothing to write home about. If anything, they're not loud enough. The speakers are drowned out unless you're in a very quiet room. And it definitely doesn't help that they're placed on the bottom, which is always the wrong spot. The W4 specs are pretty much the same as the W3's. 2 gigs of RAM, 1.33 GHz Intel processor. Nothing crazy, but it's a decent package when combined with Windows 8.1. It's snappy, and it does pass the Asphalt 8 test at least. The battery does get awfully warm though. It's a near 5,000 milliamp unit, but I struggled to get more than 6.5 hours during normal usage on all of the tablet's default settings. Maybe more disappointing is the standby life. I've seen other tablets lose maybe 5% of their charge if I didn't touch them for 3 or 4 days, but when I tried that with a W4, it died. The best feature of the W4 by far is the screen. This top-of-the-line model has one of Acer's crystal bright LED displays. Yeah, it's still only 720p, but the color detail and blending is much better than the cheaper displays. And you can also view this screen on numerous odd angles. The screen stays consistent and clear, doing an especially good job fighting color bleed. The Iconia W4 is certainly different, but it comes with a lot of buts, and chief amongst which is the $350 price tag for the 64 gig model. Now, the W4 has a lot of funky styling and it is different, but I can't help but think that it's just not good value for what you get.